Hello everyone, so welcome to the new series called Tenses. So before I begin, let me tell you about the new book which is available on Amazon. You just have to type spoken English and interview skills, and even it's available in Kindle edition as well as in the paperback. Let me quickly show you the contents, what you'll find. So whatever you want to, as you're going to go through the content in this series, the same you can find in the form of a book. Okay, so if you are interested, you can please proceed with that. So let's get started with our topic, that is tenses. Hope it's visible to you. Okay, so welcome to the session on tense. For the first part, if you are unable to find, so just comment in the comment section. So in this particular lecture we are going to start from present perfect tense. Okay, so let's get started. That is present perfect tense. Okay, it's present perfect continuous. Extremely sorry for that. So in the previous part, that is in part 1, you can find the present perfect. So let's get started with the present perfect continuous. So what is the actual meaning of present perfect continuous? As we have seen in the part 1, that present perfect means completed. I repeat, perfect means completed and continuous means ongoing. So a task which got completed and still going on. So two things at a time, and that too of the present. So let's go through one example. If I say I have been learning software course for 4 months, what does it mean? It means that 4 months completed. Okay, let me enlarge for you, then that will be quite good. Slideshow. Hope it's visible to you now. Okay, so as you can see this example, I have been learning software course for 4 months. It means 4 months completed and still the task is going on. So what is the meaning of present perfect is a task got completed and after completion again it's going on. It means after 4 months again you are continuing. I mean the same task you are continuing. So present perfect continuous means it's a mixture of two tenses, that is perfect plus continuous. I mean present perfect plus present continuous, and that's the reason the name is given as present perfect continuous, not present continuous perfect. Why? Because as you can see the second example, he has been living here since 2023. It means 2023 completed, 2024 completed, and still he is living. So as I told you in the present perfect, for the completion of an act, we use present perfect. And if the task or the act is going on, so for that we use continuous. And as you can see, it's a mixture of two things, present perfect plus continuous. Now, let's verify whether this particular tense follows the rules for present perfect and continuous or not. So, as we know that in case of present perfect, we need to use have and has. So as you can clearly see, as I am using have with the subject called I. And again the second rule, what it says, that we need to use V3. So being is the third form of be. So thus I'm satisfying the condition of present perfect. And what's the syntax of present perfect? That is subject plus have or has plus V3. So here as I'm using V3 form. Okay, now what is the condition of continuous? So in continuous form, I mean in continuous tense, you might have seen helping verb plus main verb. So here I mean the ing form, and as you can clearly see here ing form, and this particular thing is acting as my helping verb. Thus you can see here as I am following both the rules, that is of present perfect as well as continuous. Hope you are getting the point. Okay, and that's the reason why this particular tense is named as present perfect continuous, not something else. Okay, so these many days you were told that present perfect continuous means something that completed in the past and still going on. That's the wrong perception. The actual thing is that something that got completed, I mean not in the past, like even just completed and still it's going on. So it's not completed in the past. If somebody says completed in the past, so it will be related to the past. But here the clear cut heading is present perfect continuous. It means completed and still the task is going on. Hope you're getting the point. Now let's see few more examples. Like he has been suffering from fever since Monday. So let's say Monday completed, Tuesday completed, Wednesday completed, and let's say it's Thursday. So after completion of these many days, still he is suffering. Thus we need to use present perfect continuous. So what is the syntax for that? Let's have a look. Subject plus have or have been or has been plus before plus object plus for or since plus time. So what is this subject? Subject, it can be, let me show you. Subject, it can be I, we, you, and they. So if you want to use a subject like I or we or you or they, then you need to use have been. If you are going to use he or she or name, then you have to use has been. Hope you got it. Now let me tell you, like most of you may have the question that when we need to use since or for. Obviously, so for is used for indefinite time, as you can see here, indefinite or uncertain. For example, if I say I have been teaching for 8 years, so which particular 8 years? Like is it 2016 to 24 or 2014 to 22? So which particular? Thus, in order to get clarity, I mean, if you are not sure about the duration, then you have to go with for. But if you are sure about the particular time, then you can go with since. Like as you can say, I have been teaching since 2014. Hope you're getting the point. Now, so for is used for uncertain period of time. Like as you can tell your friend that I have been waiting for you for 30 minutes, or even if you have been to a restaurant over there, you can say we have been waiting for 20 minutes. So which particular, like if the time is not sure, I mean not the exact time, just the uncertain period, if you are going to proceed with, then you can use for. Whereas since is used for certainty, I mean point of time. For example, if I say I have been suffering from fever since Monday, so it means exactly like the last Monday. So Monday completed, when Tuesday completed, Wednesday completed, now it's Thursday or even Friday. So since is used for the exact timing, the point of time. Like as you can see here, Monday, Thursday, since 1980. So if there is an exact time, in that case you have to use since. Hope you're getting the point. Like since morning, since 5 o'clock. Okay, so where actually we have to use present perfect continuous. So present perfect continuous is used in order to tell about the work experience. For example, during your interview, they don't say that have you been working in this organization for 10 years or 7 years. They just ask, please tell me about your work experience. Let's say if they ask you the question in this way, here, okay, uh, as you can see here, has Seema been cooking for 5 hours? So it means, what does it mean? It is going to be an embarrassing moment for Seema. Why? Let's see. If as she is cooking, and if I say has she been cooking for 5 hours, so she may think that she has been cooking for 5 hours. Like you are just asking for confirmation, but there might be two possibilities as she may go through that either you are saying that she doesn't know cooking, or you're making her embarrassed, like just saying that okay, she takes more time in order to prepare the food. In the same way, in case of your IT, if the interviewer says that have you been working in this organization for 10 years, it may also mean, and you may also feel that a bit embarrassed with the words. Like you may feel that am I really working for 10 years in this organization? It means I'm not getting the job anywhere. Okay, so I would request you that practically speaking, you must not ask the question in present perfect continuous. So mainly it is used in order to tell about your experience. As you can say in terms of your answer that I have been working here for 10 years or 5 years or 3 years or whatever the number of years that you're working. Now, as I told you earlier, that we should not use present perfect continuous in the interrogative form. Why? For example, if somebody came to Seema's house and like the neighbor, and she says that have you been cooking for 5 hours? And Seema may feel awkward or embarrassed as well. But whereas the neighbor might have asked only for the confirmation that whether, like the other lady in the neighborhood, she might have asked for the confirmation that if she is free, then we can communicate. Okay, in the same way, for example, here Geeta has been speaking for an hour, and if I say that has Geeta been speaking for an hour, so it means that I'm just saying that like my intention is not to hurt Geeta, but she may feel that as I have been like a very talkative person and voluble. I mean, and just keep on speaking. Okay, so I would suggest you, in order to have the very good bonding, try not to ask a question in present perfect continuous. If you just want to ask, you can ask like as I told you about the experience, like tell me about your experience or tell me about your cooking um, process, or like what are the recipes that you prepare. Then this, they will say that okay, I take 5 minutes or I take 20 minutes or 30 minutes, whatever the things. Hope you're getting the point. Okay, so the same way you can proceed with it. Now let's get started with our next thing, that is past tense. So here I'll just give you the glimpse of past tense, and there is a particular trick in order to know how to write the story. So for the same, I'll provide you the link and you can proceed with that. So simple past is used to tell about any action that completed in the past or at a certain time in the past. For example, I attended the class on last Saturday. I saw him yesterday. So something that happened in the past. Hope you're getting. So it's as simple as any other tense. Here, the only one thing that you need to remember is the syntax is subject plus V2 plus object. For example, what is the subject? It's I, V, you. Sorry, I, we, you, he, she, they, and me. And with all the subjects, you have to use only V2. Like as we have seen in case of simple present, with certain subjects we have to use do, and with certain subjects we need to use does, or even with certain subjects we have used s or es, and with others we have used only v1. But whereas in case of simple past, you just have to use v2 whether the subject is singular or plural. Hope you're getting the point. Like as you can say, I bought vegetables, or he purchased a house, sorry, he purchased a notebook or textbook, anything it can be. So what are the keywords associated with simple past? So simple past keywords are like last Sunday, last Monday, last week, last month, last year. So in case if you are a programmer, you can simply go with last plus plus, like last plus plus or minus minus last. And in case if you are not aware of that, so no worries. Okay, whereas this slash plus plus, it means like as you are incrementing towards like last Sunday, I mean last week, then followed by last month, last year, in this way. And if you want to come back like minus minus slash, okay, no need to worry. In case if you are not from the programming background, just oh, as a new thing, I thought like even you can learn with the help of programming. And if you are interested to learn tenses with the help of programming, please type in the comment section below. Even I could help you out with that. Now as you can see, the simple way here, like if subject is I, we, you, he, she, they, name and date, you can use subject plus v2 plus object, else it's not a simple past tense. Now this is a so simple story for which in case if you want to know the details, I'll provide you the link in the comment section or in the description, from where you can watch how easily you can narrate any story, including the movies as well, with the help of simple past tense. Okay, so the easy trick will be provided to you. So here I'll just wind up by saying one thing, that where we can use simple present in real life. So it can be used in order to tell about inspiration, your inspiration, or biography of any person, like the great person called our late Ratan Tata ji. Or even if you want to tell about your school life, college life, if you have completed your school and college, and about the stories as I told you. So for the stories, the link will be provided in the description. In case of any event or accident that you saw yesterday or 2 days ago, or like just few hours ago, even you can tell about your memorable day of your life or difficulty that you have faced. So in order to tell about anything, you just have to use simple past. For example, as you can say, my inspiration was a great person like Ratan Tata ji. He studied or he completed his education, or even you can say my inspiration is. Okay, let's say even in case of this, if the same person is your inspiration, you can also say is Ratan Tata. He was born and brought up. In the same way, my inspiration is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. So all the great personalities can be your inspiration, or even if you want to tell about the biography, let's say Steve Jobs, so you can tell about just by using simple past. Whereas in order to tell about school or college, you can say I was born and brought up in so and so village. I studied, so I is subject, studied is V2. I studied in so and so school. Then I studied in so and so college. Even you can tell about any event that happened in the past or difficulty that you have faced. So you can say I faced many difficulties. So subject plus V2 plus object. So for more updates, you can just pin. In our next class, we'll start with the did part. I mean how to ask the question and how to proceed with it. And still, if you get any queries related to stories, so I'll try to explain you once again. Okay, so till then, keep learning and be happy, and at the same time, I would say a very happy learning. Thank you.